Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that we got the camera going, got a good camera lady working the camera today. Hello, welcome to this edition of the Mediocre Maintenance Man. My name's Steve. I am the Mediocre Maintenance Man. This edition I like to call Fixing the Washer. Yeah. So we got a washer here. We got a Maytag. Hey, the Maytag repairman. The only reason he's lonely is because it's a mediocre maintenance man this year. Because we got a Maytag that needs a little help. Got a bad bearing going out, the main bearing. So we're going to dig into this and see if. Why did you turn that?
Because I wanted to see the washer and you. No?
I don't know. That's going to be. I don't know.
Okay, I'll turn it back.
Okay. All right, so I watched another video. It was the yellow van handyman, I think, or something. And anyways, a little different model, but he had a good video too. I'll probably put a link to that on here too. But we're gonna try to get into this. I put it on a little piano dolly. Put it around, light on it. So I think what I'm first gonna do is try to take this top off. We'll see how that goes. I have a magnetic screw holder here. Always want to make sure I find everything I need right when I need it. Like always.
Yep. Always.
Always. Look, how about that? All right.
Man.
So, yeah. Oh, look at that. So that's good. So, I think we're gonna, if I can, oh, look at that. So just slide that out, those 3 screws out. Set that over there. All right. So here's our drum in here. And it's got some interesting brackets here. We'll have to see how that works. Okay, so next we're going to get the back off of here. It looks like there's a lot of these little more screws here. So this looks like kind of a separate bracket. I think I'm going to see if I can leave that on. I might have to take these screws out though. Thinking all these screws are the same. Hope so.
Oops.
What?
My finger was in the way. Not for sure how long.
That's surprising. Why don't you tell me this one?
I can't see anything through the screen.
Okay, so it seems like that's sliding out now. Look at that. Sliding out. Okay, that's good. We got that off. So all those screws we just took off, those were right. Okay.
Yay.
Alright. So now here's what we're after, these bearings right in here. Let's see if I can get a light on that, see if we can see.
Oh, not really.
Yeah, there is some grease kind of working its way out of it, so anyway, so next, what are we going to do next? We're going to take that off. All the screws are out already. And what do you say we take this one off? Oh. All right. So here's your belt. That might be a good idea to replace that while you're in here. But I didn't order another belt, so I'm not going to at this point. Alright, so let's pause it for now. Alright, so here is the motor.
Okay.
What's the matter?
My fingers were in front of it.
What were you just saying? Never mind. So here's the motor, and it comes on and makes everything go around here. So we're going to take that motor off. I'm going to see if I can take that motor off of there. And actually, this is just going to slide off of these belts. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. So, but that is going to kind of be a little bit in the way. So then I'm going to take, look, this is a 13 millimeter bolt. I'm going to just pull this. It was a little harder. I already pulled that loose a little bit. This little ground wire thing, and then we're going to take this out. I think it's just the one bolt. And let's see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not real sure about it. So there's that bolt. I can pull up that stiff. And then I think, yeah, that rotates down, and I think maybe slides out. Oh, look at that. So there's that. And then it has electrical connections in it, which I think I will just leave that there. I don't need to unplug it. Well, make sure you unplug the whole machine before you start this. Okay. I never forget to do that. So, hey, can you see down here? Come down here. There's the water drain pipe here. We're going to take that off. Get some pliers and pinch that. It's a little pinch clamp. So we'll slide that down and slide that off. And then up here, up top, we've got the soap inlet here. So that's, you just can pinch that and that will just come out like that. So, alright, so I'm going to get that clamp off of there and then go to the next part. Ew. Oh.
Ew.
Like a little check valve in there. Oh boy.
Do we need towels?
We might need a towel, yes.
Okay. Should
Maybe
I
this is where we
pause
found.
this?
Yeah, we might find a missing sock in here. Yeah, let's grab some towels. You going?
Yeah.
Oh. So in this thing, we've got a little check valve. Looks like so the water that comes out won't go back up in the tub. So there's still a little bit of water in there. So we need a little towel there. So that was just a pinch clamp. We got that off. So that's off. The other thing off up top. Next thing we've got these shock absorbers that need to come off. And I don't exactly know how they are attached. So for these shocks here, you want to take your channel locks and grab it, and we're going to twist it. So if I can get, look at that. You can kind of see that tab is going to kind of release there. See that? That tab kind of releases, comes down. So we're twisting it. Start it, should go now. Twist it, and then that just slides right out. So I already got this other one off over here. There's two more in the front. A couple springs that are actually holding this whole thing up. So I think I need to go take out the front panel now and get those other shocks off up there. Alright, so in the front there's two screws. There's one here, and one on the other side. We'll take those off and then we'll get the front panel off. Alright, so there was actually three little screws on the bottom here, so make sure you get that third one too. Alright, we got some connections here. We're going to come out. These just
They're gonna gently slide out, pull out. There's not really any crazy things that are holding them on there. Just want to make sure you get them back in the right spot. And this little piece here, so we got those off. And now we're gonna get these brackets out here. Now we'll have to go ahead and remove these zip tie things here that's holding the wires onto the tub. So once you get that unhooked. Alright, remove those wire clips. They have little things, little round kind of flanges that stick through these holes. So I took like a 5.5 millimeter socket, put it on the other side to kind of compress those wings on that thing, and then kind of work it through. And also you've got if you can see that or not, this yellow wire, this ground wire, kind of runs in the, just kind of hooks in some little slots up in there in the drum. So you just have to kind of just pull those out, free it up. And once we do that, it'll be ready to unhook from the springs and take out. So okay, back on the back side of this, I just saw this piece here. Got a little pinch clamp here, so I got some. Oh, I don't even need pliers. Oh wow, look at that! Don't even know my own strengths. All right, so that comes off like that. Of course, now I can't get the rubber piece off. Clamp is off. There we go. Alright, so that's off. I wonder if that's going to be in the way. Okay, so I just kind of popped that out of there. It was up in here like this and had a kind of a tab right in here that's holding it on. And so I was able to just, you have to kind of force it out pretty good, and then you can tilt it back and then it slides out. So that's it. Now I think we're ready. I'm going to get some blocks of wood to put underneath here to support it once I get it off the springs. Well, I lost my camera lady right at the good part, so everything's pretty well out except I got these springs that are just holding it in. I put some wood underneath here. You see that? Kind of it's gonna be pretty heavy, so it's gonna drop down on these wood blocks. Hopefully, it'll make it easier to slide out. So, just now noticing though that this thing is on here in the way, so I'm gonna. Am I gonna slide that off? Anything's holding it. Or am I going to take this off? Which one am I going to do? Oh, that's got some screws in it, so if I can slide this tube off, I think I will. I also realized that this green and yellow wire is just all attached to the tub, so you don't really have to unhook it from the slots. So, anyway. There we go. Alright, so I don't see anything else other than those springs, so I wish we could video this. It might be interesting, but I'll let you know what happens. Oh, also these big things, see, these are like counterweights, so that's what kind of makes it pretty heavy. So, all right, here we go. Oh, I forgot about this bellows seal here. The big seal goes around it, so I'm going to take the whole front off. There's a wire clamp that holds on this bellows gasket here. So if you take a flat blade screwdriver and kind of reach underneath, that's on the bottom, the spring part here is on the bottom. So you can reach under there and then grab it and it'll slide out, and then theoretically this should come right off of here, and then we can another connection here I can take out. We might have to figure out how to put that back in the right way. Stay tuned for that. Alright. Cut that off. I think we can pull the thing out now. Alright, so I got everything unhooked, I think. I keep saying that and then I don't know. So, and then something's not. So anyway, so we're going to try to lift it out. I got it on the blocks of wood that are kind of
Want me to come around
now.
here?
Sure. So it looks like we are going to have to take some of these blocks out of here. Cameraman, I have to have you take that block of wood out of there.
Which one?
The one that's over.
Do you have some screws in your pocket instead of in the magnetic bowl?
Right. That wasn't a screw, that was a bit. And it fell out of my pocket. So there. Alright. Might be good to have some help if you want to do this job. Okay, turn that off.
Okay.
Alright, so these, I was wrong again. Mediocre maintenance man. This green and yellow wire, there is a hook in here that needs to come out. The T20, Torx 20 bit, like the rest of the Torx. So I'll take that out. Take this out of here. And now the drum is free. So now we have to take this flywheel thing off, and then we're going to start trying to figure out how in the world to take this outer casing apart. Alright, so this tub has like a front half and a back half assembly, and on this model they're held together with these clamp things. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting a flathead screwdriver in there and just kind of working it up. Maybe there's a better way, I don't know, but I'm gonna do that all the way around, and then we'll separate the halves. The clamps off the side, this front half just lifted right off. I went ahead and took a Sharpie and marked each spot where the I put some grease in there now, where each clamp was, so I can know where they put them back. Set on a workbench here. It does have like a, probably looks like a heating element or something, that's part of goes on these connectors. So I just picked a spot where that can hang down and be safe there. Here is the bearing. Here's the inner seal here that went bad, and if you can hear that or not, but that bearing is toast. It's pretty crunchy in there. There's two bearings, one back and the back side. Back of the one outside bearing's not as bad, but this inside one's the one that was giving us noise. So this seal's giving way. So to pop that seal out, and hopefully my new seal will work and fit. Mediocre Maintenance Man back. I got my new bearings, got the old ones out. I'll kind of try to show you how I got those out before I lost my camera lady though. So anyway, so I got the new bearing. I got a little bit of synthetic blend grease here, like some actual wheel bearing grease. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that inside of here. That. You have a little on the outside here, I don't know. I usually wear those nitrile gloves, but kind of the height of the coronavirus deal, and Harbor Freight was totally sold out. So anyway, so we're going to put that in. The old spot needs to be straight, and so what I like to do is take the old bearing and kind of use that to tap it in. So here is the old bearing. Got nasty water in it, so crunchy and stuff. So we'll wipe that off, and then we'll use it to kind of try to get our other bearing started and going in there, because it should be the exact same size, right? There we go. I need a short hammer. Look at that. I need a short hammer. The hammer belongs to my grandpa. Okay, that's one thing I wondered about using that old bearing. It started to go into the race now as well, so I'm going to have to get that back out. Hopefully I didn't pop it in there too far. That would be a bummer. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. All right, so that's good. So we're going to flip it over and see if we got any more slack. And then let me show you the old seal. Okay, here was the old seal, and it was just sitting in here like this. So what I did was I took this is a nail puller tool, but you can take like a crowbar, pry bar or something, and you just had to kind of work your way. It's pretty tight, so you have to work your way around it, and eventually it'll pop out. So I got a new seal, so that looks like that's in okay. Alright, so we're going to flip this over. Oh, I also supported the, you can see that, but the concrete counterbalance over there. I supported that on the like a piano dolly thing, so we have a straight shot at it. So alright, we'll flip it over and then we'll go again. Alright, so I checked inside here. What I did is shine a flashlight down here. It's kind of hard to see, but I made sure the old bearing, the new bearing, inner bearing, was up against the flange, and
And so that one's in, seated good. And so this one will just, when this one goes in, it'll just be flush with the top, so that'll be easier to tell that. So we're gonna, some grease inside of here, a little thin glare. A little bit around here. This one we'll be able to just kind of gently tap, make sure and you can use the old bearing if you want, maybe just help so you don't damage it. This one, so we'll just do that. Good as well. So we've got our bearings replaced. Now, put the whole stinking thing back together. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to put the seal back in it. Got this seal, replacement seal from the yellow van. Handyman. So ordered that from him. It's a little bit thinner than the other one, but I think it'll still work. So we're going to put it in and go from there. I might put a little grease on that too. Well, maybe I won't. I don't know. Grease on the inside of here. Alright, so the seal is in there. I'll put some of this grease. Put a little thin layer of grease around the edge of this seal. Just a little bit. Seems like a good idea to me. I don't know. Alright, so here comes the moment of truth here. We're going to set the drum back in there. Junk falling off there. Okay, so I need to, probably a good idea is to have it on an elevated surface so that it can slide in there without hitting the ground. So
See it or anything? I don't know. It said like ordering Americans to stay home, something like that.
all right, so we're back in. Seems like it's spinning good.
Okay.
All right, there's a gasket in here that you may want to replace. If you want, I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it back together. But that's what holds the water in when you put it back. So I'm going to get the other half. We're going to put the other half back on. And we'll start clamping it back together. This looks right. See a tab there. One on the tab over there. On the tab over here. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna put these back on. I'm thinking a hammer. What do you guys think? Hammer? Alright, so I got my marks here. This is one spot where it goes. Let's see how this works. Got excited there for a minute. I think it's gonna work. Look at that. Alright, so we're just gonna go around and put these clamps back on. Okay, so you hope you can see that. It wasn't too big a deal. Right here. Alright, I'm just gonna go around and put those on. There's several of those. I didn't count them. There's a lot.